Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to my Drake interplanetary Cutlass. And at the moment we're at Port Olisar. Now today I'm just going to have a little bit of a joyride in my Cutlass out to one of the moons of Hurston, Aberdeen, and maybe talk about a few things Star Citizen on the way. Now let's get out and make that long quantum drive journey to Aberdeen. Well, we finally made it to Aberdeen, which is, I think, this pretty much a polluted type of I saw a video where it described it as a little bit like Venus, so obviously it's probably going to be pretty hot down there. Now I'm not sure how many places there is to actually go to. Is there any settlements down here? There must be something down here. HDMS Norgard. There may be something on the other side of the planet, maybe. But for now, we're settled on that one as we go down. Now I just quantum travelled to here via Hurston, and I'm not totally sure, but I've got a feeling the quantum travel times may have been tweaked a bit. It doesn't actually worry me the amount of time it does take in quantum travel. I like the more realistic feel to it. Maybe being an older guy, I got a bit more patience, and I can always nod off along the way. Now as we fly down, it's worth talking a little bit about a little bit of Star Citizen news last few days. I know around the verse, I think it mainly had news of work being done on the female character model, and also the flight model, and they had a look at the new flight model, how it works with the Gravlev vehicles across planetary terrain. Now that was pretty interesting to see, and that's really one of the standout features, along obviously with the new landing zone, new planet of ArcCorp and Area 18, which was coming in 3.5. Now of course a few things have been moved out of 3.5. There has been obviously a lot of talk about salvaging being moved out. Now overall it's always disappointing particularly if you pay close attention to the production schedule, because things always seem to change, and that is a fact of life about Star Citizen at the moment. God, this is a dense atmosphere. You pretty much do risk crashing into the ground. What's the altitude? Oh, we've still got some altitude. As I was saying, yeah, that is the problem. Now as with salvage, now to do salvage you would either need a salvage repair tool or have access to the reclaimer anyway. I particularly think there's probably more things to prioritise with the development at the moment. Now we all know that the main emphasis is on Squadron 42, and a lot of the things being done for Squadron 42 will actually come across into the persistent universe as they're developed. Now salvage is not probably going to be in Squadron 42. Well, if it is, it may be later down the line. Pretty sure the reclaimer is in there, but it probably doesn't have to fully work. Now, they have said that they're not totally scrapping the idea of getting salvage into the game. It's just that they haven't finalised the production schedules for this year yet, so maybe it will move to a later patch. Now, we better slow down, otherwise we do risk a horrible crash into the surface of this rather gaseous mustard atmosphere moon of Aberdeen. Now, yeah, salvage won't make it for a little while yet, but the most important things are obviously the flight model for 3.5, and for me going forward is getting the missions working better and the AI as well. Now, one thing about Star Citizen, if you do pay too much attention to the development schedule, you are in for disappointments. So I'd always do take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt, and do expect disappointments. Otherwise, if you get too preoccupied with it, it's like being hit over the head with a baseball bat. And I've experienced that feeling a fair bit over the past few years, but personally I'm quite happy with how things are going at the moment. Obviously we all would like more content, but if you play the game, well, it is at the moment, with the mindset that you're testing a very much work in progress, remember, all your progress is going to get wiped for the foreseeable future anyway. Right, let's have a look around this area. Open up the back of the Cutlass. Now, it's pretty much, yeah, I'd describe that as a mustard smog. Looks like it's got the same levels, if not more, than the planet Hurston. Got the same type of particles here. Better shut up the back of the ship. Yeah. Test the gravity. Yeah, it's fairly low gravity, isn't it? Yeah. Get down to it. Yeah, you can do quite a good jump. Interesting. Have a look around. Like a sandy surface here, sandy with a few rocks and a few hardy plants. Amazing. Where there's a way, life finds a way. Does look like maybe there was more vegetation around at some point. does look like there's some. These look very dead to me. Very dead indeed. Now this is an area actually it's crossed my mind about when I was thinking about AI, random encounters, because obviously a few years ago you had the sandworm demo, and obviously them demos were, you know, obviously all constructed for things like CitizenCon and Gamescom, you know, probably took quite a while to do, but that had an AI sandworm appear. Now obviously we haven't seen anything like that in the PU, what we have of it at the moment. So that type of encounter would be great for them to put into the game. Obviously AI is one of the big things they're working on in Squadron 42, so just imagine if these tree-like things was actually a creature, and it actually awoke from a dormant state and grabbed you, something like that, something unexpected. But at the moment it's a little bit further off, that type of thing. Now let's have a look around this landing zone. Now we could spawn a ground vehicle here, so how about the Tumbril Cyclone? I don't think I've had a go in that. And there it is outside waiting for us. If we get further away from the landing zone, we might be able to have a go with the turret. Yep, you have to power on this turret. That's pretty nice, isn't it? I'd like to be on the end of this weapon. Well, we've got a visit from a ship here, which it's an Aurora, and I think he's signalling that he doesn't want any trouble. He probably thinks I'm going to lay into him. Don't worry, I'm not that type of guy. It's just a brief look at the Aberdeen moon and the tumbled cyclone TR and my thoughts on some Star Citizen news of the past week. So until next time, please don't forget to like, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. You take care, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye for now.